Okay, today I'll be talking about the interview granted by the senator of representing Abia North in the National Assembly. Senator Dr. OUK'S, OUK, former governor of Abia State. You are one man that I have tremendous respect for. At least I wasn't too young when you were governor of Abia State. I was in school then, though. I acknowledge the fact that you are somebody that have displayed that you have so much respect for the judiciary, even when they're going astray. I also don't know you as somebody who stands for the wrong. Notwithstanding the political affiliation, I will also encourage you to stand for the good of our people, the Igbo race, which you have always stated that you've always stood for. You've also stated also that you'll be making moves to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu is released. Okay, it's applaudable. However, I did not really find it funny when you went ahead to keep saying that Nnamdi Kanu during the judgment that convicted him insulted the judge. The thing is this: if for no that thing, I'm also a Lego mind. The judge never felt insulted. No, he did not. If you ask me why I say so, I will tell you that the judge knows how to protect the integrity of the court and how to make sure that such is not violated. He didn't start being a judge from Abuja. I've known Omotosho from Port Harcourt. I've done matters before him as a legal practitioner. He was in Federal High Court, Port Harcourt. He's an intelligent man, so to say, in as much as some people criticize the reading of the judgment for lacking in good English. But there's no problem with that. That is not why I'm making this video. Justice Omotosho, if he had felt insulted with the conduct of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there is something we call contempt of court. He would have cited him for contempt. As long as he didn't do so, you have to ignore whatever he has written in his judgment concerning his conduct, and because those are considered to be by the way thoughts, those are not supposed to influence his judgment. Okay, they're not supposed to influence his judgment, and if ever they influence his judgment, he's wrong, because he has not gone ahead to sentence him to life imprisonment for contempt. He did not. He knows the right procedure for contempt of court. And another thing is, during when he was delivering the judgment, the act of sending him away, meaning Nnamdi Kanu away from the court without citing him for contempt, I humbly state that it is unlawful. I humbly state that it's unlawful, because that amounts to shaving a man's head in his absence, which is impossible. And in as much as I have written and published about this issue of Nnamdi Kanu in international journals, you can go and read it up. And I have stated that issue of IPOB and the incarceration of Nnamdi Kanu have to do with Nigeria treating the symptom instead of the disease. Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB, MSOB, whatever they are called, are only symptoms. Why not go to the root of the matter and treat it? As I said, if you take a read at my article is captioned "The Aburi Accord" and the sacred doctrine of Uti Possidentis, a panacea to Igbophobia. It's a question. Go and have a read at it, and from there probably you could propose motions, legislations, or whatever that could help to straighten out the issues Nigeria is having, for them to stop treating headache or pains that comes with cancer instead of rooting out the cancer itself when it has not killed the man. Okay? One thing you also understand about this Biafra struggle is, in as much as when you read my article, you will understand that I'm of the view that we are better off as one Nigeria. Doesn't mean that others hold the same view. No, they don't hold the same view. However, it is an ideology that must be tackled. Unless you want to declare the whole of Eastern Nigeria terrorists and then wipe them off, and that will amount to calling a dog a bad name in order to kill the dog. Okay? So why do you have higher institutions? Why not sponsor people for PhDs to provide solution for these issues? I have written my article. Go and read it. My article will, if implemented, it will go a long way to help with the Nigerian situation. I've also, in my article, I even recommended some international models, especially the UK model of country within country, to solve this issue. This issue of agitation can be solved. Why Nigeria remains one Nigeria. Just that the structure will change. Okay? Now again, you vehemently condemning Nnamdi Kanu for his approach. Someone that has been persecuted for over 10 years, and you expect him to remain calm. Oh dear. Bear it in mind that the way you handle issues may not be the same way another person may wish to handle the same issue. And that is why we are different. Okay? And being a good leader have to do with accommodating different views, different thoughts, perspectives. Okay? And even the judge, if he doesn't know how to compose himself, he's not worthy to be a judge. But I know he knows how to comport himself. And if he has gone astray, I know he's humble enough to admit to doing wrong for the sake of his emotions. Okay, over to you, the Honorable Senate, Your Excellency. Why not draft a bill that will implement what I've written? What I've written, you can search it on Google. It's there. I remain Kingsley Asobola. Thank you very much.